One ex-POW admits he has all the history he needs.
I didn't really look. My head's full of that as it needs to be.
That's because he was taken as a prisoner in 1944 after his plane crashed. He was with the French underground forces trying to reach England. It almost worked, but he was soon captured.
4 French homes trying to get me to Paris, because that's the underground. That was the way they got you to Paris, and then from Paris a car was supposed to get you and take you down across the Pyrenees and to get you back to England.
These POWs are touring the Air Force Academy as they're about to be honored near the anniversary of the Great Escape. Nearly 70 years later, POWs still clearly remember their time in captivity.
They asked me if I was English. I said I was American. And they asked me, they broke in English, where my pistol was. I didn't carry one. They offered me a cigarette. Yeah. And then they blindfolded me because they had to carry me down the side of the mountain because I couldn't walk. They blindfolded me as if I was going to go someplace.
Donald Scherer was flying out of Italy in 1944. He was shot down, went over the Adriatic Sea after they were hit, and the crew eventually bailed, but the gunner and pilot were able to bring the plane down. He counts himself as lucky. 2 German soldiers
and 4 young boys captured me after 6 hours when I was up in the mountains. They saved my life because I would have bled to death. And a lot of people ask me, why didn't they shoot you? I said, because they're Christian soldiers. They weren't Nazis.
Scherer was taken to Stalag Luft 3, southeast of Berlin. It contained a substantial library with schooling facilities which were made available to many of the POWs. They could earn degrees in languages, engineering, or law. Records of that facility are kept here at the U.S. Air Force Academy, giving these POWs a chance to reflect.
Well, they did such a nice job looking at this.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could stay here for a couple of days and then read the whole thing.
Now keep in mind, conditions did vary depending on where the prisoners and that one ex-POW you heard from. Again, he was captured by German Christians, not by the Nazis. And the veterans we talked to said that they still keep a strong bond after they were liberated. Scherer says on the day of his wedding, the pilot of the plane that went down, the pilot he thought died in that crash, gave him a call and said he wanted to stop by his house to talk. With this week's Wear Red Friday Heroes, I'm Greg Miller, KRDO News Channel 13.